Lambda variant of COVID-19, which was first detected in Peru, has not yet been found in South Africa. The World Health Organization has designated Lambda as a variant of interest, and this they did last month. For more on this, I'm joined by Professor Barry Shub, who's head of the Ministerial Advisory Committee on Vaccines. Professor Shub, a very good afternoon to you. Perhaps let's start here with an explanation, perhaps. We know that the WHO characterizes or categorizes these various variants either as a variant of interest or a variant of concern. This one is a variant of interest. What does that mean?
Good afternoon. I think what it really means is that this it's being looked into, it's being investigated. The virus itself has been genetically characterized. It has a number of mutations, in other words, changes in the genetic structure that need to be investigated. As it stands at the moment, it's only of interest, this particular variant. In other words, it doesn't as yet show any danger signs of being, for example, more contagious or more infectious, like the Delta variant is, or that it's going to escape the immunity or relatively escape the immunity as the Beta variant is. So, but it is still being investigated. But as you say, it has not been found, not been detected in South Africa. I must clarify a misrepresentation of what I said. It has not been found in South Africa as yet. It's been found in about 31 countries, including Peru, where it was initially detected.
So what do we know about this variant so far?
Well, we don't know a tremendous amount. The exact mutations have been characterized in the gene, including in the what's called the receptor binding domain, that part of the virus which attaches to cells. So it's been characterized virologically, clinically, and obviously this is what I think most people would be interested in. It hasn't been associated with any severe disease. So far, it has not been shown to be more contagious. But these are early days. It's only recently been detected. But it still remains, as you said before, a variant of interest, not a variant of concern.
So when viruses mutate, do they necessarily become more potent? How do they change in the process of their mutation?
No, not necessarily at all. You know, these viruses mutate regularly and often and frequently. And in doing so, they generate many, many strains. And in fact, in South Africa, we have characterized many strains. Most of them, the great majority of them, in fact, haven't been variants of concern. In other words, their infectivity, their contagiousness, their virulence in causing severe disease hasn't been a problem. It's only the Beta one, which we had up to now, and the Delta one, which is replacing or displacing the Beta one. The Delta one being very contagious, the Beta one being relatively resistant to vaccines.
Now, the Lambda variant seems to be overtaking other variants in South America and also various mutations from the Delta variant, which is currently the one that's predominant here in South Africa. Tell us about this, how it is spreading so predominantly. It's pretty much doing in South America what Delta did to us here by replacing the Beta variant.
Yeah, I think what caused a bit of consternation is, I think, as you mentioned, that Peru had a very severe epidemic. And a lot of it was due to Lambda. And this, I think, was what caused the worry. But when they subsequently analyzed Lambda so far, and I must stress, so far, this is obviously a moving target knowledge-wise. A lot of information has been gained, but so far, it still remains of interest, not of concern. But because it was the major cause, as you mentioned, in Peru, that caused the initial anxiety and nervousness and so on. Delta certainly is the virus which is of concern, and is of concern particularly because it is displacing other variants and is spreading so very rapidly. So this is really what is driving our third wave. And this is, of course, worrying, particularly its contagiousness.
So in Argentina, before Lambda became the predominant variant, which was the predominant variant there? Was it Delta too?
No, I'm not totally sure. I know Alpha, which is the one in the northern hemisphere, that was circulating there. The Gamma, which was originally mainly found in Brazil, has also spread to Argentina. So I think it was a mixture.
Okay, because that would give us an indication as to just how, strong it is in comparison to Delta. But as, you said, this is still a mutation of interest that the WHO is still studying. So we'll have to see how it reacts, if and when it does come to South Africa. But you say for now, we're still safe, nothing to worry about.
For now, yes. I think, well, the one we need to worry about is the Delta, because the Delta is becoming our major dominant and very highly contagious variant. So that means all the precautions we really need to be doubly vigilant about.
And
Delta, I think...
And how would you rate our efforts, Professor, as far as fighting Delta and making sure that that particular variant is under control in South Africa?
Yeah, I think it's two things. One of them, we need to propagate how important these precautions are, particularly with a highly contagious variant like Delta. But also we need to ramp up, we need to vaccinate as many people as rapidly as possible, because obviously we need to get as great a population immunity as quickly as possible.
Now as we round up this afternoon, just your thoughts on vaccine efficacy as far as Delta is concerned in SA.
Yeah, I think generally Delta, I think this is the one slight kind of light in the end of the tunnel, that Delta seems to be quite considerably more sensitive to vaccine-induced immunity. Both the Pfizer and the Johnson & Johnson seem to work very well against the Delta, so we don't need to worry about that particular aspect. In fact, even other vaccines, AstraZeneca has been shown to work reasonably well against Delta, and I think that's the one positive. Yeah, we'll have to see how far and how extensive the vaccine coverage progresses in dealing with Delta.
I guess if there is to be some sort of light at the end of a tunnel, or a light that covers the cloud here, is the fact that it's the Delta variant that we know, it's a Delta variant that we're dealing with, it's a Delta variant that we actually do have a vaccine against. So no Lambda issues for South Africa, at least as of yet, and we certainly hope it will stay like that for quite a while. Professor Shub, thank you once again for your insight today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.